What's going on, everybody? This is Moses Workman.
And this is Moses Turner.
And this is the Moses Podcast.
No biblical shit.
Yep, and we back for episode number 12.
Well,
this is an exciting episode for us because here in the Moses Podcast studios, aka Workman's Crib, we got some real equipment. We got
professional now.
Yeah, so we ain't recording in speakerphone no more.
We actually got some real mics here.
Yeah, we got microphones. We got a mixer going on. So we're making a little bit of technological advancements here.
This has been brought to you by listeners like you. Thank you very much. Yeah. This is PBS.
Or payday or whatever. Because we got day jobs or whatever. So
yeah.
So how's your week been, Turner?
My week's been good. I still hate the cold. Can't wait for spring, but my week's been pretty good.
Yo, Mother Nature is playing games, B.
Right.
Like I thought it was over. I retired the winter coat. It's in the closet, and I'm like, yo, I'm putting this in the closet, and it's gonna stay in the closet until next winter. Man, Mother Nature is like throwing punches, yo.
Right.
I ain't giving yet though. I ain't giving. It's still hoodies and beanies right now.
Nah, what was it? Yesterday was crazy. It was like it was sunshine and warmth. The next thing you know, it was snow. Then it was like sunshine and warmth. We're just like, all right, decide.
Yeah. There was 3 episodes of snow. Like we woke up to sunshine. Then I get to work. I look out the window. It's snowing, like sideways. And I'm like, holy crap, are we in a blizzard? And then I go to lunch break. I look out the window and it's sunny. And I was like, oh, where did that snow go? Nothing accumulated. And then I go back to my desk and I look out the window. It's snowing sideways in the opposite direction. But this ain't the regular snow. Like, this is the thick little dandruff snow. Like,
right.
And then I'm like, dang, this is crazy. So I go back to the office and look out the window. It's sunny again. And I'm like, dang. Well, that's just Pittsburgh being Pittsburgh.
Right.
So
that's exactly what I keep telling people. It's only hot and cold in Pittsburgh. There's no such thing as seasons. There's no such thing as weather. You just know it's going to be hot or cold.
Yeah, like spring and fall for us is like maybe. Like it's like everywhere else it's like, oh yeah, spring it's all nice and warm out. It's like 50 something degrees, and like here it's like, nah, you either gonna get 70 or 30.
Right.
You getting 70 or 30.
Right. Pittsburgh is like happy median.
Or you getting both. Like,
right.
You might see snow outside, but when you get in your car, it's too hot in your car because the sun is shining on that motherfucker. Like it gets real over here. Dang.
Oh man.
So yeah, my week has been cool. It's been a little crazy. Like, I don't know, man. People just make me think that it's a full moon every day of the week.
Yeah.
Or either that or there's something in the water and it is not good.
And I think we don't need to recognize it, hence this podcast.
Yeah.
So.
There's something in the water. There's something wrong with the moon. Something wrong with the stars and the quasars and all of that. I don't even know what quasars is, but there's something wrong with them too.
Constellations.
Constellations. Orion's belt's crooked.
Right.
Like he forgot it today, left it on his dresser.
The Big Dipper got a hole in it or something.
Yeah, right. Big Dipper's filled with vodka. Like, man. Universe is wilding, yo. What happened? Man, hold on, what happened? Alright, somebody called me at work and was like, who's this? And I was like, oh, this is such and such where I work at. She's like, yeah, who's this? I was like, yeah, this is such and such where I work at. She's like, oh, you don't have a name? I was like, oh, well, people normally don't care about my name. What department are you looking for? My boss is in the back in his office, and he heard me. He's like, Moses. I was like, yeah, my bad. My bad. I got in that mode. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's just like, people catch you off guard like that, and you just gotta be like, what do you want, yo? Like, you really don't care what my name is. You just trying to be cordial or whatever, but I know what you want. Something else other than me.
No.
And then she wanted Comcast. That's what she wanted.
Oh, so she called you?
Yeah. I told her 3 times where I worked and what department this is. Then I told her my name after giving her a hard time.
Right.
And then she's like, "Oh, this ain't Comcast?"
See, yeah, that had to be the dead air part. Cause, yeah.
So is there something in the water?
Right.
Or is it a full moon? I don't know.
See, I used to encounter that with customer service because I used to work for the CAP program, not Duquesne Lights. This was a whole other electric company's CAP program. So I would go, yeah, thank you for calling so and so CAP program. This is Moses. How may I help you? I'm sorry, what's your name again? Moses. This is blank. Yes, this is. At this location. Yes, it is. You said your name is Moses. Yes, I did. What am I doing calling Iraq?
Oh my god.
Now, this was the part where it says this call has been recorded for monitoring and training purposes.
Yeah.
I fucked up everything on purpose because I knew it was being recorded. So I got up, looked at the people who were listening, pointed at the phone. They just nodded. It was just like, we hear it, just go on with the call. So I'm just like, I'm not going to be in trouble for what I'm about to do, right? And they just looked and they were just like, what are you going to do? No. I need your solemn promise that I'm not going to be in trouble for what I'm going to do. They were just like, it all depends on, no. I need your solemn promise. So they were just like, okay, we promise. So I get back on the phone, I'll mute myself. Yes, you have reached this location at this program. And you are talking to Moses. How are you doing today?
Oh man, you threw the accent on.
Yep, yes, I did. That's what you get.
I've actually done the fake accent on calls and wrote it out the whole call before. Like, yeah, this is Moses. How can I help you today? Like, where are you from? I'm from Pittsburgh. Well, that wasn't one of my full calls. Like, right. I did the little Middle Eastern voice before, but yeah, sometimes you gotta do that to keep from choking somebody out.
Right. And I told them what I was gonna do, so. No, I didn't necessarily tell them, but I told them what was going.
You got your.
I had my pass before I did it.
Covered your ass first,
right?
Cool. All right, so how we want to start this off?
All right, well, yeah, let me just go ahead and tell this story because once again, I think I told you this before. My moral compass got really tested at this one.
Uh-oh.
All right, so I was downtown. I was waiting on the bus to go home. How should I say it? All right, a same-sex couple was passing me by and they encountered me on the street.
Okay.
Now these were 2 females. They were arguing, fuck you, I don't need you, blah, 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 blah. Like it was just like it was getting loud, it was getting ratchet. So one of them hits her.
Oh.
Right then and there, just hits her. So I was just looking at her and I got shocked. And the other girl was just like, I can't believe you do that. And she was just like, yeah, I'd do it again. So I was just like, okay, no, let me step in. She raises her arms again. I catch her wrist. Turned her around. That's it. That's all you're gonna do. So the girl just comes up and is just like, what? What you gonna do? What? You gonna do something? You gonna do something? And I was just like, all you need to know is that's all you're gonna do. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit. Like, starts bucking with me and trying to raise up on me.
Yeah.
Again, she's a female. I do not raise my hands on females at all.
Same here.
So, yeah, I let her talk. Yeah, I let her think that she's gonna get the upper hand by talking, whatever. But there was somebody across the street who called the police.
Okay.
The police comes down the street. The girl that I took her wrist, or the girl where I grabbed the wrist, she drops. As if I hit her once she saw that police car. So she drops to the floor and she's like, I can't believe you. I can't believe you. So the cop grabbed me. They put me to the wall. And so the lady who called the cops was just like, no, I'm the one who called you. He didn't lay one finger on her. She laid a finger on her girlfriend and he was trying to break it up. But he didn't lay one finger on her. So the cop looked and was just like, I'm sorry, sir. She told the truth. I was just like, yeah, she is. You can let go of my wrist now.
Right.
And they let go of my wrist. Sir, can you do a report? Not right now. My bus is coming.
And the next one don't come for another 45 minutes. Right. So unless you're going to ride me to where I got to be.
Right. Unless you're going to take me home. No. So the lady was just like, I'll do the report. He doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't have to do or say anything because that was wrong. That was wrong on the fact that you held him back just because he was a man. And I was like, thank you. Yeah. Like, okay, sir, catch your bus. Thank you.
Yeah.
Got on the bus and got home. Now, just like I said, my moral compass was tested that whole scenario. Because she was one of those women that, how can I say this without being offensive?
What was she, manly or something?
There we are. Yeah, right. We'll say that.
They're called studs.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, so she was.
She was like the young MA version.
Yeah, right. There we go. We'll keep it at that. Young
MA. I had to do it.
So yeah, she, like, that was my whole moral compass. So I was just like, okay, would I have been a bitch if I hit her because she raised up on me like she was a dude? Would I have been a bitch if I didn't hit her because she thought she was a dude and it'd be just like hitting a dude? Like, my moral compass was just...
Yeah, there's so many questions.
Right.
I really don't know. Like, what do you do in that situation as a man?
Right.
Like, you're faced with a woman who is coming up on you, like, and I was raised to never hit a woman. I did hit one woman. I'll tell y'all about that. But I was raised to never hit a woman. and to have a woman in my face like that, like she's tough, like she's some sort of dude and wants to throw hands, what do you do?
Right.
It's like, should I throw hands and then get put on World Star and then get roasted for beating up a girl low key, but she's a stud though, so it's like, you know what I mean?
Right. And see that's the thing, because I've asked so many people about this and I always get mixed reactions.
Yeah.
And these are from stud friends. These are from women.
Yeah. The non-studs.
Right, the non-studs. And, like, of course I get the mixed reaction, like, no, you a bitch for hitting her. You're a bitch if you hit her, because, if you hit her, she's still a woman. She's still a woman. Now, my stud friends are like,
throw the hands.
Yeah, like,
yeah, they're like,
right.
Throw the hands.
It's like, no, if she thought that she was man enough to try to hit you, you square up. And I'm just like, that's still a confusing situation.
Yeah, that goes against what everything you're taught.
Right, because at the end of the day, that's still a woman.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's still that slippery slope. And still to this day, I still question myself on that. I mean, I'm glad I picked the latter, but if you're going to call me a bitch for not hitting a woman, then I guess I'm a bitch. That's just in that.
I'll take that bitch.
Right.
You can call me a bitch for that one. I'm not going to hit no woman, whether it be woman who throws hands. Like, even if she's like, all right, so I did tell y'all I hit one woman and I apologized profusely. And I was even on punishment for a whole summer. And that was my lesson, low key. Not even low key, because like that was my
it,
lesson,
right?
Yeah. So I'm all right. This is summer. I don't remember what summer it was, but maybe like teenager, preteen, somewhere around 12, 13, 14, somewhere around that age. I can't remember what year it was. It was a bad year. Anyway, so I'm on the street that I grew up on, and I'm hanging out with my boy, my best friend at the time, and we just kicking it, and then he's like, yo, I'm about to go, my mom's taking me here to go do this and blah blah blah. I want you to come. I was like, all right, let me go ask my mom. So I went in the crib, asked my mom. Mom said no. I was upset because I really wanted to go, but I couldn't. She said no. So I went back outside. I was like, man, she said I can't go. So he's like, all right, well, whatever, it's cool. But I was really upset because I really wanted to go. I can't even remember where it was. So now I'm all like bent out of shape about it. And we outside. I think we might have been rollerblading up and down the street or whatever. And here comes this girl that lived on our street with us. I'm not even gonna say her name because she cool people now. But she comes down out of her house, and she liked to pick with me. Like we had like a little bickering back and forth kind of thing going on. We weren't enemies or nothing, but it was like a little, like you could have called us brother and sister, low key. Yeah, it was like that. Yeah. Like I ain't really, I didn't really like her, but you know how people like act mean to people they like because they don't know how to flirt. Right. It was kind of like that, but I didn't really like her. Like boyfriend girlfriend like her.
You wasn't feeling her, but
I kind of felt her on like a brother sister level. Right. You know what I mean? So there's more to that story, but we're not going that far. But so it was kind of like that. So she came out and she was on her same stuff. I was like, look, man, I'm really not in the mood today. Can you not do this today? Like, I'm not in the mood right now. Just chill. And she's like, nah. And she's, still picking with me. She like, we used to wrestle all the time, play fight and whatnot. And, and my boy, right, he's such an asshole. So we're walking up the street and she was in the way. She got in front of me. Right. And I did this little sidestep, right, to get around her. Right. But my boy, he pushed me from the back, right? And pushed me directly into her, right? Yeah. And I bumped her, like with my chest. I bumped her with my chest. And so she took a step back, caught her balance. When she caught her balance, she cocked her foot back and kicked me in my nuts. Right? And now I'm in shock, right? Yeah. So she kicks me in my nuts. I cock my hand back and I swing as hard as I could. I didn't even aim. I just swung.
Right. It was a reflex.
Right. It was a complete reflex. 100%. I swung. I caught her right in her face, right on her eye, right under her eye. Right. She hit the ground. I hit the ground because I just got kicked in the nuts. Right. Right. So we both hit the ground at the same time. And I'm cringing in pain, and she's just laying there staring at the sky. Like, I'm so sorry, y'all don't understand. Like, I felt 100% bad, like immediately, as soon as the pain went away. So Sean, my boy, his name was Sean. He's helping me up. He's like, "Yo, you cool?" I was like, "Yeah, man, I'll be all right, man. We gotta help her up." Like, she was, I don't know if she didn't get knocked out. She was kind of hurt, but right. So he helped me up. We helped her up, and then she was like, "Oh, you fucked up, motherfucker! I'm gonna go tell my grandma. Yeah, you done fucked up." And I was like, "Dang, yo, oh man, I just hit a girl, man. Like, I was really bent out of shape, like from that moment on." So we go down the street to my crib, and we're sitting in my yard, and next thing you know, 5 minutes later, she's walking down the street with her grandma. Oh, not her mom,
but her grandma.
Her grandma. She walking down the street with her grandma. Grandma got on sweatpants, got on a tucked in white tee, right?
Oh shit.
She got her hair pulled back in a ponytail. Her face is shiny as
Vaseline
fuck. Like,
up, yeah.
She came down Vaseline up, ponytail, ready to scrap. And I'm like, hey, Sean, what's happening right now? That was my first real hood experience, right? So, fuck it, this is my story. So, she comes down the street. She comes real close to me and Sean.
Right.
And the girl, she didn't say nothing. She was just kind of standing back. She didn't know what her grandma was gonna do.
Right.
So me and Sean's just standing there. We're confused. Like, can we help you? And she was like, "Which one of you little motherfuckers hit my granddaughter in the face? Look at her face." We looked at her face. She had a knot.
Ooh.
I was like, oh my God. Like, I felt 10 times worse. Like,
Right.
I already felt 100% bad. I felt 10 times worse when I looked at her face. Like, it was just a knot. Like, it wasn't a black eye.
But
Thank
still.
goodness it wasn't a black eye, because it would have stayed for weeks. It was a knot that went away that night. Like,
right.
She iced it or whatever. So we looked at her face, and I'm like, oh, snap, Sean. Look what I did to her face. And she heard me say that. So she was like, it was you, huh? I was like, listen, she was like, no, we ain't talking. So she squared up.
Yo.
She squared up. And I'm like, hold that thought. I'm not fighting no grandma, right?
Right.
Like, I let alone hit a girl, like fight a grandma, I'm chill. So I was like, hold that thought. So I turned around and I ran up to my house, because I got these steps that lead up to my crib. I ran up into the house, and I'm like, she's like, get your mom out here, little bastard. And that's exactly what I was gonna do.
Right.
I ran up into the house. I was like, look, Mom, this happened, and like, I can't tell you the whole story right now. I'll tell you everything, but now Grandma's outside. She wants to fight. And that's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said to my mom, right? Mom comes outside. And my heart is like boom, 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 boom. My heart is going. And Mom comes outside. She didn't come off the porch. Like, she because we had like a high porch that oversaw the street, right?
Right.
So she leans over the wall on the porch, and she's looking down onto the sidewalk where Grandma was. And Chick's grandma was like, your little bastard son hit my granddaughter in the face like she was a grown man. Now either you or him is going to come down here and fight me. That's what she said, right?
Oh.
My mom is so real, yo. My mom was like, look, she said it in the most calm, collected voice that you can ever hear in your entire life, right? She said, look, you're crazy. She's crazy. Go back up the street. And she turned around and went back in the house and slammed the door. And then after she slammed the door, I'm still on the porch, right?
Right.
I'm in shock. Grandma's down there on the sidewalk screaming. She's like, no, get out here, bitch. Get out here. And then she slammed the door. So she opens the door back. Moses, get in the house. I goes in the house. You're not coming back outside for the rest of the summer. And I start crying. I'm like, what I do? I ain't tell Mom the whole story.
Right.
So, so Grandma's still outside screaming. Then we hear the doorbell. She's pressing the doorbell button real fast, like trying to get Mom outside. And Mom wouldn't even go to the door. So she sent me upstairs to my room. I'm upstairs upset, crying and whatnot, pissed off. And then after I calmed down, I was like, I went back downstairs, and she was like, no, you go back upstairs. I was like, look, I just want to tell you what happened. Please let me tell you the story. She's like, all right, tell me the story. So I told her the whole story, after she told me no, I was upset, and then she came down, kicked me in the nuts. I swung and hit her. We both hit the ground, blah, 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 blah. So I told her the whole story. She was like, go back upstairs to your room. In the most calm and collective voice that you can. In the same voice that she taught her grandma in. She told me, she was like, go back upstairs to your room. She was like disappointed in me, and I saw that, and that was like one of the worst days of my entire life.
Right.
Because I never wanted to disappoint my mom. So so a couple days passed and like a week passed, right?
Yeah.
And I asked her, I was like, look, I told you the story, and I really want to know, just like, why do I gotta stay in here for the whole summer? Like, I can't go back outside, and my friends are outside. Like, and she's like, nope, you're in your room for the rest of the summer. And I'm like, dang, that's real messed up. Like, what did I do wrong? She was like, I'll tell you what you did wrong. You hit a woman. That's all she said.
It, right.
That's it. And no matter how emotional or no matter what happens, she taught me that day that I hit a woman and it was wrong. And I took that to heart. Like, I was really upset. Like, and she really made me stay till the first day of school. That was when I came off of punishment.
Right.
And I'm like, dang, yo, she was like, my mom was so real, yo.
Right. She was real about it. Period.
And that was my life lesson right there. Like, no matter what happens, you don't hit a woman. Even, I mean, I don't care what's going on nowadays. Like, stuff happens, women swing on men all the time or whatever. I did kind of get a little lenient on it. Like, if a woman hits you or starts swinging on you or beating you with weapons and whatnot, you put her ass in a headlock or something, or shake her like, chill out, you know.
Right.
But you never swing on a woman, and that was that.
Hey.
My mom was so real, yo.
No,
I miss her, yo. Rest in peace, mom. You know, but yeah, she was the realest one, man. And so that's why I'm like, yo, you hit a girl, you a clown.
Right, exactly.
100%. No excuse. That's it.
Right, I feel the same way.
So, dang, that wasn't even the story I wanted to tell today, but
oh well, there we go. I bring shit out of people, but ladies and gentlemen.
But yeah, that was my lesson. That was my lesson on that. So never hit a woman. I don't care. And I got 2 daughters, and I'm not my mom. All right, so let me find out. Like, I be ready to ride over my friends, over my female friends.
Right.
I be ready to ride. Like, somebody hit you, and they what? Say no more. That's it. Like,
exactly.
I'm ready to ride. Like, man, I got 2 daughters. Let me hear a rumor that you thought about hitting one of my daughters. This game over. And I'm calling the squad.
Right.
Like, this game over. Man. And I'm sure 100% I will make my mom proud. She'll be looking down like, yeah, that's what I taught him. And I'm like, yep, that's what you taught me. Hey, I'm in jail, but it's worth it.
Hey, there's been a couple times where we almost came and ran up in people's cribs over words. So
yeah, we almost ran up on a dude over Facebook. Like,
right,
man.
That was even funny because that was the first thing I said. Why are we still talking?
Yeah.
So
and those was just words.
Right.
Like you don't disrespect. Like I that was over disrespect though. Like that this particular case, dude disrespected my wife, and I was 100% upset about that.
Right.
Like, you never know what you're going to do until you're in that position, and
right.
I understand 100% what I'll do.
Right. Took it to the squad. That was the first thing I said. Like, why are we still talking?
Yeah.
So
we was about to make an hour-long draft.
You know.
Oh man. So what's going on in this world today?
In this world today, I wasn't gonna talk about the DJ.
Wait, hold on.
What's wrong?
Let me cut you off, yo. I saw this video.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me cut you off, yo. I saw this video right today, right? I know this is messed up. I know people got hurt, but this airlift, right? The ski lift.
Oh yeah.
Yo, I was dying, yo. Like, because at first I saw the clip without any caption.
Right.
And I was like, oh, they're on the ski lift. They're getting thrown off the ski lift. And the ski lift kept going fast. Did you see this video?
Yeah, I think I did.
It's going faster and faster. Like, the more people were coming, like, there's tons of people on each chair in the ski lift, right? And they're getting flung around. And, like, they'll come down. Like, people were abandoning the ship, jumping off. I was cracking up, yo. I know this messed up. I'm sorry. But I did. But before y'all start roasting me on this, I did check. Nobody got hurt.
No, nobody got hurt or killed. So.
Nobody got hurt or killed. So it's okay. I'm sure. I'm probably saying this before the memes came out, because I'm sure there's gonna be some memes somewhere. But this shit had me crying. I was on my way home, I think, and I saw it. All right, yeah, the bucket. Yeah, go ahead. You was
yeah.
about to talk about.
Yeah, well, I mean, see, I was going to talk about the whole DJ Envy thing, but like I said, I don't talk about shit that flood the timeline. So yeah, nah, fuck all that. But anyway,
yeah, DJ Envy was salty, yo.
Right,
it was super salty. Like I he shouldn't have been that. I mean, well, I guess he is light skinned, but that's a whole other topic. I ain't gonna roast y'all, but
beige rage.
Yeah, they had a little beige rage here. I was cracking up. I was like, yeah, he's emotional as heck. Like, and it was just one. It was just like not even a sentence. Like, and he was super salty, and they apologized, and he was still salty. But hey, you know, it is what it is.
Oh man, yeah. So, so apparently Rihanna's doing the Monique type thing.
What she want to boycott on Netflix?
Not Netflix though. Snapchat. What's going on is that there was a meme that said, "Would you rather punch Chris Brown or slap Rihanna?" Yeah, I know we got on this whole domestic abuse thing, and like I said, we both against it. But that meme was kind of crazy in a way. So anyway, so Rihanna gets it. She sees it, and the first thing she wants everybody to do is to boycott Snapchat because the meme said, would you rather punch Chris Brown or slap Rihanna? And she was basically saying that it was a slap in the face to people who were domestically abused. So she wanted people to boycott Snapchat. So, of course, you got the mixed reactions.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, yeah, you know what, I'm boycotting Snapchat. Yep, that was wrong. That meme was wrong. Shouldn't have done that. But then, of course, you got I ain't boycotting Snapchat because of Rihanna. Who's Rihanna? Ain't she the one who said man down after the abuse incident in the first place? Why?
I don't know how to feel about that. I didn't hear that story, but I mean, it could go either way because when you compare Snapchat to Netflix, we paying for Netflix and we spend way more time on Netflix than we do Snapchat.
Right? So, I don't even have a Snapchat.
So if Snapchat f's up, then you know I ain't got no problem uninstalling that. But at the same time, why am I uninstalling it? Like, did you deserve? No, let me quit. Let me quit. You don't hit no woman. But no, it's like I don't know. I don't know the whole story, so I can't really go into it.
Right, but I mean that was the thing. The meme was just, would you punch Chris Brown and slap Rihanna? Why would that be an ultimatum? Why would that end up being
like what's the context like?
Well, the context was to remind people of what happened in 2008. The whole Chris Brown and Rihanna incident.
One of those let it go Elsa type moments.
Right.
Like let it go.
Right. But they tried to be funny with it. And
it backfired.
Yeah, exactly. And they caught wind of Rihanna, and now Rihanna's just like, boycott Snapchat. Again, I don't have a Snapchat in the first place, so there ain't nothing for me to boycott.
Yeah, so. I just used Snapchat today. I don't know. I don't know. I'll look into it. See how I feel about it. We'll see what happens.
Hell, I just got an Instagram. I only got 3 pictures on there. I don't take selfies.
Yeah. So. No, I take selfies sometimes, but I never put them up. I'm ugly. I'm like a 6 out of 10. Hey, I mean, I grasp reality whenever it presents itself. I ain't delusional. So yeah. Trump.
See,
should I say anything about Trump?
I wanted to get away from this. Hold on, but no, let's talk about it. Hold on. First off, what's the story you got on Trump?
All right. So, I mean, all I'm saying is, how much do you have to do? How many accusations do you have to have? How much dirt is thrown on you before you lose your job as the commander-in-chief?
Right.
Like, why? I mean, I saw a meme, right? And it said, we have a president who what did he say? I can't remember the first part, but the second part was like, well, it was like we have a president that does this, does that, and sleeps with porn stars, and I still don't like him. and it was so real, like,
right.
Yo, I do not like this dude. Like, I would never have a beer with him. That's kind of how I gauge your character. Like, would I sit down and have a beer with this dude? Nah. And then all of this stuff comes out. Russia. And then they say, oh, no, he ain't had nothing to do with Russia. And now we got a porn star. And then he's like, oh, I ain't know nothing about that. He ain't know nothing about the KKK. Grandmaster. Like, you serious? What else didn't he know? Like, I mean, how long does your rap sheet have to be for them to get him up out of there?
Right, before they call impeachment.
No, he's firing people left and right that are detrimental to him because he's in fear for his own career. Like, why are you trying to hold on to this position so much? You proved your point. You ran a campaign with your own money
and
won. What more is there to do besides ruin the country? I don't know. Let me quit.
All right. Well, that's your Trump story. My Trump story is this. All this time, I'm worried about what North Korea is doing to us. And you mean to tell me that I got worried about Klingons?
Wait, the Space Army?
Yes.
That was it. That was it. That's what I couldn't remember. Because dude was like, I can't believe we have a president that wants a space army, sleeps with porn stars, and I still don't like him.
Right.
Like these are all dope things, low key. Like, I would like you, but you're an asshole.
Right.
Like, that's all right. Let me quit. Go ahead.
No, but that was the whole thing. It was a 3 a.m. tweet. And he came up and talked about, y'all need to watch it. Y'all doubting. Hillary Clinton doubted me, and she lost in a landslide. And now I want forces in space. And I'm thinking to myself, like, hold on, we're getting threatened by North Korea. You mean to tell me that there's a bigger threat on Klingon? Like, you mean to?
Like, let me find out Starship Enterprise is set tripping. Like,
right. Have Darth Vader coming. People of Earth. Fuck with the dark side.
We got Death Star.
Right.
Oh man, the dude is wild. That's enough Trump talk.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna call it a wrap for this episode number 12. And like I said, man, I forgot to thank y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for sharing. Thank y'all for liking and subscribing. We appreciate y'all.
And once again, keep sharing, keep telling people. It's all on word of mouth. So all you gotta do is say, there's these 2 dudes named Moses. Yes, they're both named Moses, and they got some crazy shit to tell you.
Yeah, that's what we do. We telling you stories that we think only happen to people like us that name Moses. I don't know. It could be wrong, but
Right, and comment on it if something happens.
Yeah.
Oh, believe me, we will read your comments.
Yeah, because we need some we need some stuff to read anyway.
Right.
So. But as usual, this is Moses Workman.
And this is Moses Turner.
And this is the Moses Podcast.
No biblical shit.
And we out.
Peace.